Hello, this is Tom Cloud with a special update for SRS listeners. There's a lot going on. We start a new year today as I film this. It's the 17th of January, 2022. And we're all looking ahead and we want to know about profits. What do we think is going up? How much do we think it's going up? But yet the world says, especially the U.S., sitting here with these twin deficit problems that are starting to demolish the dollar. We've talked about it. But what happened at the end of last year, people were moving for security in the stock market away to the bond market. It was taking pressure off the refinancing by the Fed, and we actually were seeing gold and silver teeter and actually go down last year. Gold in last year, in 2021, went down about 2.8% after going up 25% the year before. And silver last year went down 16%. After going up 42% in 2020. So here we are now back with the same problems, but we're not seeing the stock market people moving as much to bonds, U.S. bonds, which keeps the pressure off of interest rates. We're now seeing the Fed, Chairman Powell saying we're going to have 3.25% hikes or 25 basis point hikes by the fall. And of course, what we're going to have that, it'll stop the economy and slow it down as interest rates rise. But the biggest thing that you've got to realize is a 17-year bull market is coming to an end in bonds. It's always been a great place to make 2 or 3 or 4%. A lot of times you'd get bonds that had no tax on them from certain states, general obligation bonds. It was a decent return, respectable. But now all of a sudden, the king has spoken. The king being Jeffrey Goodlack, who we know over at Double Line Capital, who is the bond king. I mean, he's known as the bond king. He says now that the dollar will take a dive, bonds will go down strongly, and the two biggest winners in 2022 will be gold and silver. He's never mentioned this in any previous year where he put either one of those in there when he's made these predictions. But he says you've got to move to gold and silver because the bond market is going to be giving negative returns right away. They already are. And interest rates will rise at least twice, probably 3 1/4 hikes during the year, which will send mortgage rates up, slow real estate. It'll send the bond market down. The principal of bonds will go down. You have a net loss. So we're really excited to see someone like Jeffrey Goodlack come in and make this prediction with a reputation. He can swing markets by himself. So that's number one. Number two, our friend Ray Dalio that we've talked about in the past, because I do follow him. He's a billionaire with tremendous look. He looks out and sees things that no one else sees in the stock market. He's a very interesting person. We've seen him on 60 Minutes. We've seen him on special investment shows. We've seen him at big investment conferences. But his predictions startled a lot of people. He came out last week around the 10th of January and said his 3 favorite things for the same reasons, the twin deficits, budget deficit up over $30 trillion. $30 trillion. And we've got the deficit in trade because China's just raking in the money during this COVID and everything going on. So he says the 3 best investments for 2022 will be gold, exactly what Goodlack had at number 1. Number 2 is Bitcoin. He thinks after the drop, bringing it down to 40,000 of Bitcoin, there'll be more people aggressively going in, and Bitcoin will have a good year. But his third one is my favorite by far. Watch the NFTs, non-fungible tokens. We have talked to you at SRS about our NFT diamond program in 5 months since we've launched that with IceCap.diamonds. And if you haven't seen the video, looked at that or see the video we did earlier for Steve Jobs Voorhees, the Chief Executive Officer, please please look at that icecap.diamonds on the internet and read it and look at it, and then give me a call. If you'll call my number at the office, 800-247-2812, they'll give me your phone number to return the call about the diamonds. But the NFTs are going crazy, where you can take the delivery of the diamonds. We're dealing only in perfect diamonds, XXX, where everything about the cut and the symmetry and the polish is perfect. This is way less than 1% of the diamond market is in XXX, which you have to have if you're going to try to make a currency out of it like we are. So you have that. Number two, only one in the world that has insurance on your grade through GCal. Whatever grade you buy it at, an insurance policy covers that. Plus, if you leave it on the blockchain where most of our clients are, you don't have to come in. But if you want to redeem it and take delivery, you can send it back and tokenize it later. But this is unbelievable what we've done in 5 months. We've already reached, in 4 months, we reached the first year's projections. We're already 50% toward this year's projections in a month, just in a month. So people are catching on. There's no better place to look at NFTs than diamonds. You're seeing what it's doing in the fine art business. That's what Dalio says. He likes fine art because you don't have to take the painting. You've got a token. It's on the worldwide internet. It's on the blockchain where you can see it's real. It's not a question about authenticity. So if you'll just watch this year, the NFTs are going to explode. They're going to explode. And we think diamonds and fine art will be the two biggest winners. So if you want to diversify your hard assets a little further than gold and silver, some of you have platinum, a few of you have palladium, but it's been dropping lately. We've been out of it on a sell signal for nearly 2 years now. So hopefully, I want to move toward closing this issue today by talking about silver a little bit. We're sitting there at $23. We're down after that 40% year. 2 years ago, we're down 16% last year. We now got to wait through the stagflation, see what these policies of Biden are going to do. Gold is the comfort place. That and the diamonds are the comfort place. The silver will probably be the biggest gain of all of them when it moves. But we got to wait through what could be stagflation a little bit as we see inflation rising and the economy contracting, and we'll see that as the interest rates rise. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you, and certainly anything else that affects the market like we've talked about with the Basel III, what's going on with gold, and now that England is part of Basel III, it's really exciting now the G7 that are buying gold, keeping it, and tracing it at liquidation cost, and they can carry that as 100% value on their balance sheets with nothing else you can do. Certainly not real estate or gold. So it's really exciting. And then stock markets will be very interesting. We looked at what happened in the Dow, 32 or 3 companies, only 6 of them made a profit, and they carried the whole Dow to a profit. We have 20-something of those companies lost, and they lost significantly, a lot of them, 20, 30%. So there's going to be a lot more of that where we're going to have some real good high stocks, some really low stocks that are going to go down. So we've got to be on our toes more than we've ever been. There's going to be a lot of wealth redistributed over the next year. As we go to Singapore and Dubai, where we have a diamond office in Dubai, Singapore, our affiliate in gold and silver, it's amazing to see the demand that people are buying, yet the prices aren't doing a lot. But gold's already up about 1.25% this year, and the first month's not over yet. Silver has not done much, but as I said, when it does, and the last comment on silver is, even though the premium is higher, people that are making, especially sovereign countries like the U.S. and Canada and South Africa and Austria and England that make these sovereign coins, you've got to get those. And, even though they're 3.5, $375 over spot. We're still the lowest people out there, but wholesalers just aren't going to sell their silver when they know in 3 to 6 months they may be looking to pay a lot more than they're selling it for today if we get a $3 move in silver, which we all anticipate. So anyway, it's an exciting time to be in investments, but it's a time you can't go to sleep. You got to stay on top of it. We try to work with Steve with all the info he brings to bring you a combination of things with oil and gas and silver mining. I mean, my gosh, look at some of the silver mining articles Steve has put up. I mean, it's amazing to look, and you're right on the front seat looking. So anyway, I wish everybody a happy new year of investing, and please give us a call at 800-247-2812. Dan or Jade will help you with your precious metals, and I will go in and educate you on the diamonds. But if you want to talk about the diamonds, please look at icecap.diamonds before we talk, just to give you a little head start. With a special report for SRS Rocco, this is Tom Cloud signing out.